everybody, Shinigami here to bring you another video. This time kind of discussing a little bit of what's been going on with the proxy battle going on with Disney. Yeah, it's been pretty wild. Unfortunately for the Disney board and those that have little stake in the company, right? They're kind of worried right now that Nelson Peltz is going to come in there and kind of just steamroll fire and get rid of so much stuff and whatever. I guess Bob Iger was mainly concerned, but after his recent, I guess you could say, interview or comments, maybe he should feel a little bit more confident in his demeanor and maybe listen to what Nelson Peltz actually has to say instead of trying to just say the man is evil and blah blah blah, right? Okay, you can play. And I'll bring up what he recently stated over the weekend that kind of caught him in some hot water. People saying he's sexist or racist and all this other stuff like that, and you have to kind of look at it from multiple levels. The toy industry, the film industry, and TV industry as well, right? Putting that all kind of together, you see a trend. What happened before Endgame, what happened after Endgame, right? Because you definitely had the Marvel Shield show, and the Luke Cage, Daredevil, all the other stuff that happened, Punisher. You can consider those TV shows, right? Because they came out in a serialized fashion on Netflix in the same way that any other TV show would have come out back in the day, right? So he has a lot of good points, right? And I'll get into what he says here. I will use my trusty partner, Soul. Yeah, he's here to say hello. He's gonna help me do this a little bit better, but we are gonna figure out what's going on here. So let's take it away. Why do I have to have another Marvel movie that's all women? Billionaire slams woke Disney and board proxy battle. Billionaire investor Nelson Peltz, whose trying partner owns roughly 3.5 billion stake in Disney, has entered a fierce proxy battle to join the company's board. Sitting down with Financial Times, Peltz slammed the DEI-driven entertainment company. Disney is stupid because I'm not trying to fire Chief Executive Bob Iger. I want to help him, he said, added. We don't fire CEOs. Disney, meanwhile, says that Peltz has not presented a single strategic idea to the company while campaigning for 2 years to secure board seats. Nelson Peltz sits back, telling Times, they say we know nothing about the movie business. We don't claim we do, but I don't think they do. With 5 big losers in a row, they've lost first place in animation. They've lost first place in features. Maybe it's time to change management. Those divisions. Oh, in those divisions. Fuck. Sorry. A stingray can't read. Okay, what can you expect? Too woke. He says, in comments, we're sure the left will seize on billionaire investor, then criticize Disney for pushing woke messaging as opposed to simply making great content, which is the key factor that a lot of us have an issue with. We want just quality stories, quality characters. Don't demean existing characters that were already there and on the fucking top of their game just to prop another character up, right? For instance, I think one that comes to mind very easily is Doctor Strange. In his own feature film, he does not defeat Wanda. And we could have had an instance where Wanda went full berserk, and she did go evil, but she also kind of redeemed herself in a way, right? Because we understood that the woman cannot be seen in a bad light by the end of the film. So what does she do? She sacrifices herself and she kills herself instead of disappearing or stopping the fucking temple from crumbling on her right. And you had America Chavez be the one to defeat Wanda by basically teleporting her to that other universe to see the kids and the mother that she basically gave fucking trauma to, and that was the end all be all, basically the point of no return basically for woke Disney, because you sacrificed Doctor Strange's capabilities, his magic skill set, his character integrity, and his ability to be so self-aware. The fact that he made Dormammu yield and bend to his fucking will because the fucking time stone, also added in there. But there was a lot to play into Doctor Strange's character, right? And then you basically take that all away. Oh, he's no longer the Sorcerer Supreme because he was gone for, a few years, because it was a sacrifice needing to be made. And also, when he came back, shouldn't he still just be reinstated? He still was and should still be able to be the Sorcerer Supreme. He has that fucking knowledge and the capability to do so. Other than just, hey, let's push this guy out and prop a DEI character, Wong. No even issue to Wong. He's a fine character, but he's not Doctor Strange, right? He's not the fucking egotistical, sarcastic ass, witty fucking doctor wizard that we know. He's a sorcerer through and through. Sorry, I got on a fucking tangent there, but shit. Let's keep on reading. Anyways, elaborating further, Peltz also asked, "Why do I have to have a Marvel? Why do I have to have a Marvel that's all women? Not that I have anything against women, but why do I have to do that? Why can't I have a Marvels that are both? Why do I have to? Why do I need an all-black cast?" Referring to Black Panther. The Disney proxy fight is nearing its end, and shareholders vote scheduled on April 3rd. And speaking of woke, both sides have been publicized the support they've received from others in the business world. Iger has been endorsed by JP Morgan, Chase, and CEOs. Jamie Dimon, filmmaker George Lucas, Powell Jobs, the widow of Apple Inc. Steve Jobs. Jesus Christ, my reading is fucking garbage. Meanwhile, a group of current and former directors at dictators at firms including Mondelez International Inc., Procter & Gamble, Janus Henderson Group PLC, this week co-signed a letter in support of Peltz. Oh me, oh my. Oh me, oh my. And you're not seeing this on the main site, so sorry, Jimmy just said that. As for politics, Peltz, who hosted a dinner in February with Elon Musk, says that Trump is not a perfect candidate, nor is Biden, adding, "It looks like Trump is all we got." I don't know. Honestly, why is that something they add at the fucking end? It's just like the fucking randomest thing to throw in there. Hey, by the way, Trump, it's just like, huh? Fucking, I swear to God, articles sometimes just the darndest people sometimes. Anyways, here's the other one that I fucking saw that doesn't really go as in-depth, but does a little bit of topping. Variety also talks about it a little bit, claiming that he backs CEO Bob Iger. Like I was saying before, Nelson Peltz claims that Disney board, not CEO Bob Iger, is the problem, but the investment firm Trine Group withheld its votes for Iger re-election to Disney board, with just over a week before Disney's annual shareholder meeting on April 3rd. Peltz Trine, which has been aggressively campaigning to get 2 seats on the Mouse House board, issued a new statement Monday saying that the battle is not about any dispute with Iger, but rather about forcing change on the board composition to boost the company's financial return. And like I was saying, it's all about profit. Okay, when it comes to running a business, and at least for a lot of these shareholders and people that have a stake in the company, they have a reason for it to not fail. They want to make the most amount of money that they can make, and they don't want to fucking lose any money, because then they're gonna have to liquidate their fucking assets, and some of these people can't afford that, right? Some of them are living on the brink of it. Maybe you might not realize that, but that's just some of these fucking rich fucking people, right? The high life, I guess you could say. To add also with this whole fucking debacle going on here, right? There's people on Twitter and others trying to just dissect and strawman what he did say fully, right? So like we have right here, why do I have to have a Marvel that's all women? Not that I have anything against women, but why do I have to do that? And why can't I have a Marvel that's both? Why do I need an all black cast? Like I said, it's referring to these two films right here. And here's a little bit more of like, Disney responded saying Nelson Peltz said to a journalist profiling him for the FT, they're trying to claim that the Marvels and Captain Marvel both made over 1.3 billion. I will go over this in a bit, but it's important. And then Black Panther and Wakanda Forever made over 2.2 billion in global box office. So again, these are the numbers they're showing. Global box office, okay? Let's go ahead and look at the actual numbers here. On allegations, he is a bully. What sense is being a billionaire if you're not a billionaire? To be fair, they're trying to make a lot of money. They're trying to make more money. And you can never, I guess, want to go down further from what you are already at, which does make sense, right? If you are a thousandaire and then you become a millionaire, you're not going to want to jump back down to the brackets of thousandaires, right? You're going to want to stay bumping up, and allegations of bullying, I would see that as he's just very firm on wanting to keep his wealth, right? And I guess keep it in the family. When we go further, right, on the numbers, Black Panther made 1.3 billion. Okay, that one did make over $1 billion, with good reason, right? Chadwick Boseman, you had Michael Coogler. I want to say Michael Coogler. I might be wrong on the fucking director, but you had a lot of things going for it, and it came out at the right time, perfect timing, and Chadwick basically put his heart and soul into the character, and that's what made us love it. The second film, however, didn't do as well. Yes, it still made enough money. I don't think it quite as much made the profit because of budget constraints. They definitely poured more money into the marketing for Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. That doesn't adjusting. The most recent films that have made money was Doctor Strange Mom, Guardians of the Galaxy, and No Way Home, but that's considered a Sony film. So very few films in Marvel have recently made fucking money. And then when you go on to the Marvels and Captain Marvel, the first one made money, and we will all remember why, because it was squished between Infinity War and Endgame. The second film, however, not having that same levity, fared significantly worse, right? And with a shittier fucking storyline, with even bigger plot holes. The first one, fine. It at least had some of the Marvel formulaic things that made it an origin story. But the second one, as far as sequels go, some may not like it, but obviously I'm an Iron Man fan, if you may not know, but it leagues above Iron Man 3, which a lot of Marvel fans have a gripe with, saying that, you know, it wasn't the best sequel. I could see, but profits show otherwise, that, hey, this film definitely did not meet expectations, and they were hoping this thing made at least 700 mil. Oh, well, there's always time for a first flop, and there we end it. Let me know down in the comments below, is Marvel losing its edge? Are they afraid of Nelson Peltz taking a seat at the table? even though he has every right by having the most stake at the table. And do you think he's wrong for criticizing their strategy going forward, right? Some may say, hey, he's being sexist, racist, or whatever, but when it comes to like him saying that female action figures don't sell, certain things in the film industry just won't work out, and then you see it play out literally in the numbers, how else are you supposed to go about it other than, hey, he's spitting facts? And it may be harsh realities, some people not wanting to hear, but the amount of money they're making in revenue has definitely gone down significantly. So there's got to be something to it. Let me know down in the comments below what you think. Other than that, I'm sending out. Y'all have a good night, good evening, and good morning. That'll be it. Bye.